This is Rose's special, made fresh today from yesterday's whatever you left and didn't eat.
Look, Spencer, one of these days...
Oh, come on, Rose. Yeah, Eddie's he's a regular. He knows I'm only kidding. Don't you, huh?
Yeah.
Could you excuse me for one moment so I can make a phone call?
Oh, sure, go right ahead.
I'm calling the Board of Health.
Luke.
Slick. Hi, it's Luke. I'm at the diner. Can you drop around? Yeah. Well, no, it's important. We're about to make our next move, pal. Look, I can't go into it on the phone. You know that. I'm at the diner. Get here when you can, all right? Thank you, Slicker. See you later.
Luke, long time no see.
Robert!
Yes.
Slumming again?
Of course. I thought I'd pop in for maybe a spot of indigestion, maybe a spot of information.
Well, indigestion we always have for you. Information we fresh out, pal.
Tell me about this Klutz person.
Mrs. Lutz.
Laura was rather forthcoming in information about her, but I need to fill in a few little gaps. Now, look, I know it can't be love with you and this space brain. So that just brings up one question. What does a person like that have to do with the Ice Princess? Please, look, have a seat on me. Take 5. B, talk with me.
Robert, my goodness, thank you. It is a pleasure to sit with an intellect like
I know.
yourself.
Look, I'm interested in this Klutz.
Lutz.
Oh.
Emma Lutz. I would appreciate it if you would not besmirch the name of a woman I am growing very fond of.
Sounds like a romance made in heaven.
It just might be, pal. It feels like a gothic novel to me. I find it very romantic. Why else would I take a woman like Mrs. Lutz to a place like the Versailles Room?
I'll pick up that cue. Why else?
You know something? I really am not going to be very happy if you try to move in on me with this woman.
Rest assured, you're going to get no competition from me in that direction. But let's face it, every person you see has to do with the Ice Princess. Your whole lifestyle is related to that end.
Isn't that interesting? I've noticed the same thing about you.
Look, where does...
Emma Lutz.
Whatever.
Emma Lutz. L-U-T-Z Lutz. Where does she fit in? I'm sorry. Why should I tell you? You must know everything. You follow me around. You know all my friends. How come you don't know this?
Well, I need a few gaps filled in. I mean, why else would I be here?
Exactly. You sure don't like the food in this
That's for the
cheesy
coffee.
joint. Or the coffee.
Look, I wish you'd level with me. We could be a good team still, if you'd stop being so stubborn.
Robert, I think it's time you leveled with me.
I thought I had.
Really? Things don't fit, Scorp.
What doesn't fit? My clothes?
No, your clothes are fine. I'm talking about I'm seeing 2 Robert Scorpios.
Well, get your face out of the cooking claret.
That may have something to do with it. However, the other thing is, what is this? You tell me you own a diamond mine and you're an international financier.
All of which are correct.
Uh-huh. Then why are you acting so out of character?
Am I? I'm sorry. Give us a hint.
You hire silly little bimbos to follow unimportant people like me around.
Well, I've got to do my bit for the unemployment rate.
Oh, you're all hard, aren't you?
I didn't know you cared.
Listen, I'll tell you, there's something else that really bothers me.
What?
That night. The night we were in the warehouse battling a couple of what had to be Cassadine's men.
I remember it well.
I'm sure you do. You handled yourself like a pro, pal.
Well, you weren't bad either.
Thank you. However, I have lived in the streets. You fought like a street fighter. I mean, what is an international financier doing fighting like a street person?
Well, some of those boardroom meetings can get pretty rough.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. Let me tell you one thing. I would like to see the real Robert Scorpio stand up and be counted as one person. And if not, I just might have to make sure Laura Baldwin doesn't see you anymore.
Oh, please don't do that. You really think you can, okay?
I can do it in a second.
Just like that?
Just like that.
You really think you've got that much control over the situation?
Oh, you would be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. Look, you let me tell you something. The young lady happens to be quite attractive to me, and I find myself becoming more and more enamored with her every day. So if you can't stand the competition, go back to the kitchen.
As a matter... Oh, well, you need me in the kitchen, Rose?
No, everything's fine. Look, actually, I want to congratulate you, Mr. Scorpio. I heard you won that big dance contest at the disco.
Oh, that's right! Thank you, Rose. Yes, well, I did manage to get on the winning ticket despite all the confusion.
What confusion? What?
Well, I went with Laura and I danced with Bobby. If you'd been there, maybe we could have had a dance too.
Well, I see your other employers are prominent in the papers today.
Oh, really? What's that?
Yeah. Well, it says here there's going to be an art auction for the benefit of General Hospital headed up by Mrs. Edward Quartermain.
That's nice, isn't it? She's a very classy lady.
Yeah. You know, sometimes we forget that wealthy people do a lot for us with their benefits, charities, whatnot.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Yeah, I should look upstairs and see what I have to donate.
Whoa. I didn't know you collected art objects.
Oh, yeah, big-time art collector. What, are you kidding? Of course not. But I have some paintings.
You do?
Yeah. Actually, they're watercolors. There was a man who lived above the loft there, and he was an artist, and he used to pay some of his food bills by painting watercolors of the waterfront. Really nice things, too. In fact, I gave one of them to Rick Weber as a Christmas present.
Oh, that's a nice gift.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody seemed to think he was real talented, and I should look around and see how many I have left. I'd like to show them to you.
The eggs. Excuse me.
Get the eggs.
Look, Luke, about this klutz.
Emma, no comment.
Oh, come on.
Listen, let me tell you something. I think it's my turn to ask the questions. Do you mind? Thank you. The calling card you got from Cassadine the day of the parade.
Mm-hmm.
Did you follow up on it?
No comment.
Which means, of course, you did. Have you met with him?
Well, whatever I did, I'm not about to tell you, am I?
What are you trying to do, Robert? Make a partnership with the Cassadines now?
Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.
I'm telling you something. I know that you must have at least arranged a meeting.
Listen, I gave you the chance to have a partnership with me, but you turned it down because of the misguided loyalty you seem to have towards Alex Quartermain.
I also work for Edward Quartermain. Do you mind?
Listen, there isn't a Quartermain alive that wouldn't throw you to the dogs if need be.
In your opinion.
Look, I was serious when I said that you backed the wrong team.
Yes, I know you were serious. I remember it as being serious. Or, Robert, was it a threat?
Oh, you got a suspicious nature.
Of course I do. That's how I stay alive. Listen, wouldn't you like to get out there and follow somebody around in the streets?
Well, go for a walk and maybe I'll follow you. I mean, in the meantime, I'm going to stick around here. I mean, who knows what'll happen for the rest of the afternoon.
Yeah, pal. As a matter of fact, you never know what's going to happen in the next few minutes. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry.
What happened? Oh, my gosh.
Look at this. It was a silly accident, Rose.
I can't believe, Luke, you're never clumsy. I can't...
Only when he needs to be. Oh. Listen, maybe you'll need to dry off. In the meantime, I'll go away and change, but stick around and wait for me.
Yes, my clothes are cheap. They won't shrink. Hope yours don't.